Hello and welcome everyone, myself Isal, and in today's video we are going to solve another interesting problem from LeetCode May challenge, which is flood field. So in today's video we will firstly try to understand that what is the problem statement. After that we will move towards our approach to solve this problem, and once we will understand the approach, we will code and solve this problem. So firstly, the problem statement name is flood field. And what is the problem statement? We have been given an array of colors, okay, and the whole combination of this 2D array represent an image, and suppose here it is given as 111, 110 and 101, and we have been given one position SR1, SC1, means it is SR1 and SC1 means basically the first element of first column. So means we are starting indexing from 0, so zeroth row first row and 0th column first column. So this is the element. So we have to update all its neighbors of sharing same color by some new color, which is 2, and after updation it will look like something this. And I will explain that how it is how the output will be this in my explanation. So this is the basically our problem statement. Now understand that how it's working and how we can approach to solve this problem. So hello guys, let's understand that how we can solve this problem. So in problem statement it is given as we have been given one 2D array. Suppose the 2D array we have been given is something like this: 1 1 1 1 1 0 and 1 0 1. So 2D representation of this array is 1 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1. So what it has been telling that suppose we have been given one value SR and SC, and initially SR equals to 1 and SC equals to 1, suppose. So what is the color at SR equals to 1 and SC equals to 1? Means if it is image, then what is the value of image SR and SC? So basically at 0 1, so value is this. We have been given a new color value. Suppose new color value is 2. Okay, new color is 2. So we have to fill it in this position, and it will also be filled in all of its neighbors which share the same color. Means if it is like something like this, then we will update it to 2. Now its value is 2, and now when we have updated its value as 2, so its neighbor is 1, it will also be updated as 2. Its neighbor is 1, it will be also updated as 2, 2, and this one be updated from here because it is neighbor of this one, so it will be 2, and we cannot update this one because there is no way to reach here. Okay, so now updated array will look like this: 2 to 0 and 2 to 2, 2 to 0 and 2 0 1, something like this. So this should be our output. So how we can proceed with this and what will be our logic? So basically we are going to have one recursive solution for this, and the recursive solution is very easy. Let's see how we can move towards the recursive solution of this problem. So suppose our array is something like 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 and 1 0 1, and we have been given some value of SR and SC. SR equals to 1 and SC equals to 1. So what we will do, we will create one function. The function will firstly check and store the value of the element present at this position. So suppose its value is 1. Now we will update this first. Okay, we will update this first, and after that we will update all its neighbors, and the updation will be happen only if and only if its neighbors share the same color. Okay, so we will have recursive call for here, here, here and here, and at the time of each recursive call, suppose SR is given as 0 and SC is given as 1. Suppose we are at this position. So at this position, when we will do recursive call here, here, here and here, so at this point the value of SR will become basically SR minus 1, and if we will do here SR minus 1, in that case what will happen, we will get one error, and we cannot access the element at that particular position. So in that case we will ensure the conditions, we will check the conditions whether the value of SR lies between 0 and total number of rows minus 1 or not, and SC lies between 0 and total number of columns minus 1 or not. So this will be our whole approach, and now let's see the code and how we can solve this, and also the runtime will be 0 ms. Let me show you that. Now I hope that you understood that what is the approach. If you cannot understood the approach, then you can comment in the comment box. Now let's code. So what will be our code? Firstly, I am going to create another method, because I am going to have recursive calls, and I want those recursion calls according to me. So firstly I will store the value of rows and columns into two variables, rows and columns, and the value of rows will be image.length, and value of columns will be image0.length. Now I am storing the temp color, and the temp color is basically the color of targeted position, means color present at targeted position, because we have to use that temp color throughout our process. Okay, throughout the process. And after that I am having one recursive call. We are passing image, value of SR, SE, new color, temp color, rows and columns. Now let's look like let's see that how it's happening. We have passed the reference, we are not passed the value of image array. Okay, so we have passed the reference of this image array. Now firstly we have to check whether the value of SR and SC are within the ranges or not. I have told you that why we are going to check this. So we will check whether SR lies between this range or not. Okay, and now here I am using or you can use anything else, but if you will use AND, then it will be SR greater than equals to 0 and SR less than equals to rows minus 1. So you can use both of them. So firstly I am checking the value of SR and SC. After that I am checking whether the color is already updated or not. If color is already updated, I am basically returning the image. Okay, I am basically returning the recursive call. After that, if we are checking whether the current position has the same color which our initial our initial color or not, means basically we are checking whether it is the neighbor of our initial position or not. So to check that, we are checking the color. If color is same, then it's okay, but if the color is not same, in that case we are returning the recursive call. And now we used one else, it means the color is same, means it is the neighbor. So what we will do, we will update the color of that neighbor, and after that we will update the colors of all neighbors. So who can be neighbors? The neighbors can be one row ahead and one row behind, otherwise one column ahead or one column behind. So okay, so we are basically having 4 recursive calls, and now the recursive calls will take care of everything. And after the execution of this whole thing, the array we will get will be the updated array, and now we will return that array. Okay, so this is our whole logic, and I have uploaded the whole code into my GitHub repo. And I am basically I don't have any board currently, and I am I am new in making videos, so it may be possible that I am not be able to make you understand that how it's working. So if you are having any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, now let's run this code and check whether it's working or not, and what is our runtime. So it's working, and our answer and expected answer are same. And now we will submit and see whether it is accepted or not, and check what is the runtime. Now after checking again, see in this time runtime is 0 millisecond and our solution beats 100% of Java submissions. Okay, so it was our basic approach to solve this problem. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, then please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye. Take care. See you next time.